this knife. He's gonna cut himself.
This episode of Farts and Crafts is brought to you by Glide. What's up, guys? Max Coble here. Welcome back to another episode of Farts and Crafts. This is the fine show where I draw a picture of things. That's what the show is about. I can't believe I have to say that every time. Last week I drew Boba Fett, and you guys seemed to have a fun time with that. And you guys actually sent me a bunch of pictures of your Boba Fetts that you did. And I'm gonna put these up. It's tricky because I get them from all different ways. I get them from Twitter, I get them from email, I get them from Snapchat. Someone sent me links to DeviantArt. Don't do that. I don't want to go to DeviantArt. Unless it's like, here's some erotic Mass Effect 2 poses I did with the Miranda model in Steam Movie Maker. Otherwise, no thank you, I'll pass. But here's who sent us the pictures this time. It was Kissy Lips Raptor. Wait, that's a picture of Battle Pope. Funk Nugget J did Fetabulous. Samzak did a bunch of bounty hunters. Decoy X did this picture of Boba Fett spanking a lady, which I showed to my girlfriend and she didn't think it was funny. The Magic Goat Man made this amazing picture of Boba Fett holding up Dog the Bounty Hunter's head. And El Jefe Goldblum did this quickie. I just have quickie written down my notes. I'm not actually sure what the picture is. It's a lot of pictures. I don't remember what all the different pictures look like, but presumably we showed them on the screen. If I forgot you, I apologize. If you want to send me... Steven, you pile of shit!
God damn it.
Fucking Steven!
Fucking every time.
If you want to send me pictures, I'll tell you how to do that at the end of the show. Today's topic, I got a few suggestions for this. People like to suggest that I do things involving Gundam, because people know that I like Gundam, and I do like Gundam. One suggestion, I don't have the username in front of me, but was suggesting that we do a Totoro Gundam, and another one just said, just draw something you like Gundam, and someone else said draw an Eva. Drawing Evas is super hard, I haven't ever done that, but I've drawn some Gundam, so I guess we're going to draw a Gundam today. But we're not just going to draw it, we're going to paint it. We're going to use some watercolors, because they're more challenging, and that should be interesting. Let's do it. I'm joined today by Bill Zoker and Michael Quinn.
That's pretty good.
All right. We've decided to have them here to talk because it's really hard to just draw pictures and talk. It sounds like it's not, but to just spout stuff that actually makes some sense, it's difficult.
So I know nothing about art, so I'm just going to stand here and criticize something I know nothing about, like people on the internet.
That's a good way to do it. So I'm drawing a big fat Gundam.
Like a fat person Gundam or just a large?
Like a big bloopy Gundam, because he's sort of like half a Totoro, but he's just going to be a big bloopy Gundam.
I've actually never watched Gundam.
That's okay. What do you think Gundam's about? What do you think Gundam is about?
Oh yeah, explain.
Yeah, Bill, explain Gundam to the people who've seen it.
Gundam is about people, and they get in giant robots, and then they fight other people in giant robots.
The one thing you forgot to mention is that the Gundams have little tiny beards.
Do they?
You kind of don't see it too often,
Like
but they
weird
do.
little chin beards?
Yeah, they got little chin goatees, little beardy things.
Oh, when they had that series of the chibi Gundams, their pilots, were they just sentient robot things?
In the series with the SD Gundam show, they were just little robots. That was actually very similar to the one that was going to be the American Gundam show. There was just like these little, they're just like have personalities. Which I actually really like, because it like introduces you to the different suits, but it gives them personalities. And
I was hoping that the pilots would just be super deformed.
yeah, they're just like...
It's got Kawato flying a Gundam.
Oh, that'd be actually kind of great.
I imagine they would just have kids pilot those things.
That'd
Super
be so
deformed
cute.
kids.
It's just like the little sick kids from Akira. So what about robots in video games? What are the odds we're gonna see a fucking mech in Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain? I mean, we're definitely gonna see one, but are we gonna get to use it? Are we gonna get to drive it? I think so.
Yeah, what if you got to actually drive a goddamn gear for once?
I don't know, that'd be pretty cool. I really don't know anything about Metal Gear. Like I tried watching this whole 5-episode explanation on Metal Gear, and it all just went right over my head.
Yeah, it's. I've been following it for like 2 decades or a decade or whatever, and it still is like that. So my thing that I think is funny is that it's called Metal Gear. It's a robot. Isn't that a little bit redundant?
You know what game I really want to play is Metal Wolf Chaos.
Is it the one where the wolf becomes the president at the end?
No,
what am I thinking of?
It's the game. It was an entirely Japanese game, but it was like the Japanese view of America, and so you play as the American president.
Right. So the wolf becomes the president at the end.
No, you play as the president, and he has a giant mech, and he has to defend America, and it's like super, like askew perspective of America, and it's like off the wall and awesome. He plays a badass American president with a giant mech.
You guys
It's
ever
like-
see what's Raymond? What's his
Ray
name?
Romano.
Yeah, Ray Romano has the most unfortunate looking children.
Really?
Yeah,
Hi, hey everyone, I have
they look like his voice.
Oh, wow. That's horrible. It's very mean.
Speaking of Ray Romano's children,
Go on.
I just have this memory of like 10 years ago watching Comedy Central because I didn't have anything better to watch.
Ray Romano wasn't on there because he's not funny.
No, there was 2 different Ray Romano comedy specials on separate days, and both times that I was like flipping through and I landed on each of his specials, he was telling the same joke, the same terrible joke. It's like, well, you have kids. I can't do a Ray Romano voice.
We have kids.
Well, you have. I can't do it. Okay. Anyway, he's talking
The
about
only
his
guy
kids,
they allow you to wear is flannel shirts.
and he's like, and your kids, and then you try to pick them up and they go limp, and that's his whole bit for 10 minutes, and he does it in 2 separate specials.
Wow. Well, he has a show on CBS, if anyone wants to follow up on Ray Romano. I get so mad about this. Like, so in 2003, I don't know why I remember this. It might have been early, it might have been 2002. I was in high school. I remember, I think it was right before Attack of the Clones came out, and it was some interview with the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond, the one with the fucking lurch. And they were like, for whatever bad, dumb interview reason, they were like, hey, so what do you think about Star Wars? And he's like, I don't like anything about Star Wars or Star Trek. I think science fiction is stupid. If a spaceship came down and landed next to me, I'd punch the aliens in the face. Like that was an interview in a magazine that was published on paper that people paid money to buy it and read it. That was the man's statement on science fiction. He just fucking denounced science fiction because he didn't like spaceships.
Everyone is dying to know what Brad Garrett thinks about Star Wars.
Yeah, Brad Garrett, you have nothing to do with Star Wars. What do you think about Star Wars? I don't know, fucking, sometimes I get my entire head stuck in the refrigerator because there's shelves in there. I don't know if I like this one, guys. It's tricky to do watercolors on video. I mean, it's tricky to do watercolors in general because they're very wet. Very wet. They take time to dry. But yeah, and thank you to Michael and Bill for rambling in the background while I try to figure out what the hell I'm painting. If you have your own Gundams you want to submit, you should send them to me. I'm just Max at Destructoid. I'm Max Scoville on Twitter. You can find me on Snapchat. I'm BongLord69. Yeah, head over to Destructoid.com. We got a post up for this over there. You can go comment on that too if you'd like, or you can learn fun things about video games. Yeah, what should I draw next week? Let me know in the comments. What should I use to draw it? Preferably not watercolors. Maybe do some pastels or some crayons, or maybe do some Play-Doh or macaroni and glitter, yarn, feces, ketchup. Who knows? I could do art with anything, really. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.
Fed up with the hassle of selling your games online? Well, stop doing it that way then. Introducing Glide, the easiest way to transform those smelly old games you don't want anymore into hot, sexy piles of cash. After creating a free account, just click Sell on the Glide website, find your item, describe its condition, and name your price. That's all it takes to list it. No description writing or picture taking necessary.
Yeah.
Once your item sells, Glide will send you a shipping kit with everything you need to get your old game to its new owner. Everything's pre-addressed, prepaid, insured, and tracked the whole way, so all you have to do is put it in the mail. Once your buyer receives the shipment, payment will be deposited into your Glide account. Use the cash to shop on Glide, have it transferred to your bank account, get a check mailed to you, or even be paid in Bitcoin. Even if you're not looking to sell, Glide's got a great selection of pre-owned games, phones, tablets, and iPods for stupidly reasonable prices. Sign up today, head to dtoid.tv/Glide. It's a great service, and every sign up helps support Destructoid.